Alright, so let's talk about rotation in the coordinate plane. And so my original triangle there, ABC, the points are at 3, 2, 5, 4, and 2, 4. So I want to do a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. So with the magic of computers, I can just pick that up and rotate it. And look how my figure has changed. Now, when you do this, you have to ignore the numbers here and just pretend that those ones are good, but all of these would be negative over here. So A would be at -2, +3. B would be at -4, +5. And then C would be at -4, +2. Okay, and rotate this back. And just drawing in my lines. So you notice that the triangle has some new points. So again, after you move something, you got to have that little prime signal. So A is now at -2, +3. B is at -4, +5. And C is at -4, +2. So for a 90-degree rotation, if you look at what happens to each numbers, the two numbers flip, and then the X value becomes its opposite. So if we do this again and do another rotation, so a 180-degree rotation, counterclockwise. So again, I'll pick this up, rotate it all the way around, and see, that's where it would end up, and it's just basically in that third quadrant. So A would be at -3, -2. Let's pick a different color there. B would be at -5, -4. And C would be at -2, -4. So rotate this back around. And so our values there would be, A would be -3, -2. B would be -5, -4. And C would be -2, -4. So if you compare that to our original one, A was 3, 2. So those numbers stay in the same order, they just become opposites. So 180-degree rotation, all your numbers are going to stay the same, they just become their opposites. And the last one is a 270-degree rotation. And what you'll notice on this, it's kind of like our 90-degree in that the numbers are going to switch, but this time it'll be the Y value that becomes its opposite. So A prime be 2, -3. B prime would be 4, comma, -5, and C prime would be at 4, comma, -2. So let's draw in that triangle. 4, -2, 4, -5, and 2, -3. So there is my 270-degree rotation.